Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I love when you guys write me and give me your suggestions or tell me what you're thinking. And lately, you guys have been asking for more beginner art journal things. So I thought, how much fun? Let's do an art journal page. And let me just show you. I'm only using a few colors, and I'm using the journal that I made. And we're going to play. Now, this is regular masking tape, so you can use this. This is patterning tape from Martha Stewart Craft. And I think I might use both because one's thicker, as you can see. So you really can get cool kind of looks with this. Now, what I want to do is I want to do an abstract art journal page. Now, does that mean that when you're done, you can't paint something on top or collage something? It means you can do whatever you want. So let's do a beginner abstract in our art journal and start playing. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the paint that I want. And the colors that I picked so far are lemon yellow from Folk Art. From Ceram Coat, it is Festival Pink. Of course, you know I got me my Martha Stewart, I think it's called Green Apple, right? Come on now. Granny Smith. Green Apple, Granny Smith, you know. I'm going to use some aquamarine metallic in Folk Art. And I don't know if I'm going to use any more colors. We'll see. So I just have regular masking tape. You can get this at your local hardware store, dollar store, what have you. And I'm going to kind of go, not really having any true pattern in my head. I'm going to do about 2 pieces of this. Maybe be a little too light there for you guys to see. And maybe do like this. Oh, come on, yeah. Yeah, razor tape. Like that. And I can rip it off if I want. And maybe add it. Oh, how about up here? All the way to the end. And come on now. There you go. It's just tape, Cal. And make sure you take your hands and just rub it over so it seals on the outside. I mean, if it doesn't and it runs, no big deal. I have not gessoed my paper. Now you can. I think this is just scrapbook paper I have here. And obviously it's the middle of my art journal that I made. However, what is it? However, me and however today. It's like every other words. However, do as you want to do. If you want it gessoed first, by all means, go ahead. If you don't, by all means, don't. If you want to paint the black, Kelly. If you want to paint the pages a different color and then tape them to paint over, by all means, go ahead. I'm like a child today. Okay. Now I'm going to use some of this. You see how nice it is, how thin? And I'm going to take it. I'm not going for anything, and it rips real nice. You want to make sure it's down. Down, down, down. And anywhere you have like a big mark, a big, you know, space. And I made that a little curvy. See how I did that? Look at that fanciness. Now look, it just peels right off. Let me try to make it. I'm going to go here and start taping it. And I'm just going to kind of push with my finger, but turn this. And look at that. What? Oh, yes, I did. I'm going to do one here too. Let's do a little curve. Now we can do this with the masking as well. And I will do so in a momento. I'm going to pin it down here. And then I think I'm going to start pushing it just a little bit at a time. Turning my hand. Turning my hand. Look at that. Oh, you're delicious, Kelly. I know all about it. Okay. I think you're getting the okay, take this. Let's try to turn this bad boy. And it kind of does its own thing. Like, it kind of goes the way that it wants to go. You know? And then just push that down so it seals. And look, we did it there too. But I want a little bit more up here, so I'm just going to do like this. I'm going to do one piece there. I think I'm going to do a piece here. Just kind of randomly putting them down. And then I think a side like that. See, we're making little corner shapes. And, I'm just going to go straight down there to that one. Kind of peel that back. Rip it just to, here you go. Just a straight one down there. Why not? Okay, enough of me playing with tape because I could sit here and just keep moving it around. Again, take, your finger and kind of make sure it's sealed. I mean, you don't want it to necessarily get under the tape, but if it does, look, we're having fun in our art journal. It ain't nothing but a thing. I have a lot of your requests coming up this week, so please stand by. Stand by. All right, so first I'm going to do light to dark, which is how I like to do it. And I'm going to take the lemon yellow. And I got to move my, there we go. Oh, sorry, camera's moving. All right. If I'm not hitting it, I'm doing whatever. All right, so I just have some down there. Like I said, not just oud. And I'm going for it. And if you are, I know a lot of you, I've had discussions with through email that you guys are very intimidated by the white blank page. Totally get it. And you're totally intimidated by the fact of having to pick what color to start with. Now, I always tell you guys to start light to dark. That's the way I do it, because once you put dark down, the chances of you going back, like if I lay dark blue down, the chances of me going over it with my yellow, no, yeah, you can get the yellow over it, but it's not going to be as vibrant if you just go, like light to dark. If I put yellow and then I want to put blue over it, you know what I'm saying? But look, here's my thing. Do it. Whatever way you do it. Your brain may work differently than mine. And if you've been with me for a while, y'all know my brain does not like to work all the time. I got that fibro fog. I got that medication, that jams me up all the time. So just go like this. Oh, look how fun. Now look what I did. I went over that line a little bit. I'm just going to take my finger. And a lot of people don't like to put their hands in paint. I walk around with paint on my hands all the time. So I'm going to do that there. That yellow, and I'm going to make sure I get all around. And if I accidentally get in one of these, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to take some more yellow, and I'm thinking right here. And I'm just going to go around the paint. Use whatever paintbrush you have. Use a sponge brush. Use, if you're doing with the kids, this is so much fun to do with the kids. You just tell them, put tape down. Go to the dollar store and get the tape. You don't even have to, if you don't have any, go to the dollar store, get masking tape, whatever, and then let the kids go crazy. Give them a piece of printer paper, or what I love to do, I'm going to be talking to them all in a minute now, but what I love to do is go to the dollar store and get poster board and then cut it into 4s, and then you can give the kids that. That's what I used to do for my kids, and let them have at it. It's $1. If you have, 2 kids, 1 kid, you get 4 uses out of it, whatever, and I'm going to do up at this corner, and let them have a blast, And you can get paint now at the dollar store if you can't afford, to get it out. There's recipes. I know you guys keep asking me to make it, and I'm going to. But, so just do your thing. Now I'm going to rinse it. I have my water out of the place. I was doing some things. Okay. Rinsing my brush. All right, now I'm going to go in with the green. Again, pick whatever colors. I'm keeping it fairly, because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And I am going to put something on top, but like I said, this is just how I'm doing it. I'm going to squirt some green there. That is the Granny Smith in Martha Stewart, which is one of my favorites. For some reason, my store doesn't sell them anymore, when I mean, I haven't been in the craft store in a while, but when I was there last, I thought they were out of stock or out of, you know how sometimes they take them off the shelves? They say no more making them. And I got very sad, but then I got blessed. Somebody sent me one, and then yeah, so I have it. It's my favorite green color. All right. See? Very simple. I'm only doing 2 of each color, but of course, you can do 3, 4. You can even put more tape on this and make them smaller. You know what I mean? Like make smaller painting areas. That would be excellent. Maybe I'll do that one day because that's something that is mindless and you don't have to think about it too much or worry. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to do pink. I'm going to do pink here. And this, again, is Ceramcoat Festival Pink. And I'm painting, and I'm painting. There we go. And I can see here, let me show you a no-no. Well, I mean, it's not the biggest deal, but you can see, if I got my fat hand out of the way, how it's going underneath on pages because I did not put, I usually put some sort of printer paper or scrapbook paper underneath so it doesn't go under. I didn't do it this time. So I'll have to fix that at another time when I'm going to use that page for something. And even the pages on top here. I did not think. Let's do this color 3 times. Let's do it here. Yeah. Now mixing with that green is making it orange or that yellow. So very good. Okay. It's so exciting. Now what's next? I'm going to use the dry my brush. I'm going to use the metallic aquamarine by Folk Art. And gonna lay it here. And you can see they're like colors, like with a K. And I just want them to kind of mesh. You can go crazy and put whatever colors you want. This is all you, boo. You do you. All right. That. And if you need a smaller brush for the smaller areas, by all means, use it. I used to, when I get uninspired, what I love to do, and I used to do this quite a bit and talk about it quite a bit, I would do these random things like, hold that dries for a second, 1 second. I would take a piece of paper and I would do random, like this. Just, I mean, that is how I would do it. And nothing fancy, no rhyme or reason. And then I would start with crayons or colored pencils. And I would sit. And you could, you know, you could separate these if they're too big for you. And then I would sit and paint or color or use my markers and color in different colors, different color each one. But for me, it gave me something to do. It made me feel like I was being artistic, and it helped me with a block. Maybe I had a creative block. Maybe I was having a very bad pain day, and I couldn't get down or do, you know, do any art. But I wanted to feel like I was doing something, and that's what I would do. And that's kind of what this is. So I want to pick another color, and I'm looking. I think I'm going to do purple. I'm just going to do a plain perfect purple by Folk Art. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to squeeze it here. And squeeze it here. And I'm going to squeeze this little ploop right there. Hey, any of you guys watching Big Brother? Let me know down below. I'm loving it. Loving it. It's crazy, but it is one of the better seasons because nobody's really on anybody's side. Like usually they are. I mean, they are on each other's side, but it's crazy. They hate each other one day, love each other the next. Which I guess is the game. Okay. I'm just going to go over that yellow that I put there. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Now, if you want to be fancy, you can take and make patterns in these now before they dry, or you could go in after they're dry and take a Sharpie or even black paint and a small brush and doodle over them. I mean, you really can go and do whatever you want. You know, one of the things I love to do is, if you take your paper towel and you dab, I'm not going to do it right now, but if you dab it, spray it with a little water, dab it, you'll get the texture from the paper towel. See how that texture is? And that'll be going on there, and it will look fantastic. All right, one more color, because I have 2 blocks. A lot of light on there. Huh. Let's see, how about orange? Why don't I just go for some pure orange? But you really could just go nuts on these and really do different colors, all the same color, and just do the lines. You could do whatever you want. Do all metallics. Think about all the fun stuff you can do. Especially like being uninspired. I mean, look, this says hardly takes no thought at all. And, you know, you're doing it. And you're doing something artistic. Okay. Now, I got this little boop right here. Pick one of the colors. I already did. How about... I'll just do yellow. Okay, just a little squirt. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to hit it with my heat gun or your blow dryer, your hair dryer. Acrylic paint dries so fast. And if you need it to stay wetter, I would spray water on it or use an extender. You know, but if you don't have a heat gun or a hair dryer, I always tell you guys, go to the thrift store. They have them there, or just leave it sit for 5 minutes. It'll dry. It dries very, very fast. And this is just a beginner's art journal page. Everything's going to be very basic. Use any kind of tape you have. If you feel your tape is too sticky, I always tear it and then wipe it on, like put it on my pants and rip it off so it takes some of the stickiness away. And you're going to see what we're going to put on top. And just make it really, really cool. And then you can always doodle after, right? And add some more stuff. So, I mean, it's just never ending depending on what you want to do. All right. That's going to be enough for me today. So let's start taking the tape off. And having the heat on there from the hair dryer or heat gun, whatever you're using, come on now, sometimes helps loosen the tape, the glue. Okay. And don't worry if it pulls up some of your page, some of the paper. It's all right. We're just doing art journaling. You know, you're just having fun. You're just doing something creative for yourself today. And that is what's so important. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now, see, that tore up right there, a little bit of the paper. So I'm just going to be careful there. It's tearing it up. It's all right. We will deal with it. I didn't take the stickies off. That's one thing I didn't do. But, oh, I love the way that looks. Yeah, I don't get mad at, like, if it tears or whatever. Just kind of deal with it. Just look at it and be like, oh, maybe I can put some more yellow paint on it. Or maybe not. But now it's stuck all together. A hot mess. That's what you call a hot mess. But I keep this on here on the video so you guys see it happens. I don't want you guys doing this and then being like, well, why is mine peeling up? Hers didn't peel up. Look, it peeled up. I'm okay with it. We'll deal. Life's too short to worry about peeled up paper. You know what I'm saying? So you see how cool it looks, right? Yeah, it has some torn up paper. And all I'm going to do is take some Mod Podge, white school glue, glue stick, whatever you have. I'm going to put a little bit on my finger. I'm going to put a little bit there. And I use matte because I can paint over it if I want. So if I'm going to, you know, do anything like that, lift up your page. Make sure you put a page in between so you don't glue it together. Just a little bit. It dries very fast. Where else? I think that might be it, right? Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's all the glue I needed. I thought I needed more. But see how easy it's fixable? Fixable. Yep. Okay. Now you see the difference in the, obviously you probably see the difference. Why is my, I don't know, I kind of feel like my lighting's weird. It's sunny out, and then maybe it's because they like bright colors, but. So you see how the thinner tape's right here, the thicker tape. So just so you get an idea of what they both look like. I mean, look how cool. You can really make shapes, make these all over it. You could do whatever you want. So a very easy background, right? Very cool. You can leave it like this. You can go in with other paint and like you're grouting it, right? And you can paint in here. You can doodle on these, the white spots. You can doodle on the paint spots. You can do whatever you want. Who knows what I'll do. But one of the things that I do want to do is I'm going to take, you can use a stencil or a mask. I know a lot of you just starting out don't have them. So we're going to make, I'm taking a piece of printer paper and I folded it in half, right? Folded it in half and then I'm folding it in half again. And I'm going to take my scissors. Now you can use decorative scissors even to give a little bit of a look to it. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to, and you can draw first if you want to draw your heart first. I'm doing a heart. You do whatever you want or you can use a stencil. But I'm doing this so in case you don't have any stencils, you can still play along. And look, so we got this. This can be used as a mask on something else. But I have a very good, I doubled it up so it's not bad. You know, it's not going to be too flimsy. And I'm going to, what's still wet over here? Something's still a little wet. I'm going to put a heart here. And I'm going to do it in black. Because I like doing the shadows. Do you have to do it in black? No. Do you have to do any of this? No. But this is how I like doing it. Because sometimes people don't, you know, just want to leave it as it is. So I'm going to, remember, this is beginners. Yes, I'm going over those colors. I know. I know you guys hate that. And you guys hate when I black over my whole page. After I do it, it's just how I like to do my mixed media. All right, so I'll lay that like that. And you kind of want to hold it down so it doesn't bleed under. So I'm going to get all in the middle first so I can get a lot of that paint already spread out. And I'm using black because it makes it a lot easier to cover underneath. And you don't have to have it fully covered. So I'm going to paint over like this and hold it down as I do so. And I'm coming from outside in. Okay, just to kind of get that paint going. And then I can go back, because there'll be less paint, lightly. Don't worry if it doesn't come out perfect. It doesn't matter. And you see, if you use a stencil of your own, maybe one that you have at home or you made, it's fine. One of your fun foam ones. We've made a million of them. And then we have a heart. Now you can save this and you can use this in your art journal. You can, you know, cut it out or put more colors around it and glue it down on something. You can have a lot of fun with that. I'm going to leave that right there. But you see, I have a little bit of paint that's a little bit wet that I'm touching and all, because I'm horrible that way. But you can definitely go over and paint over that if it's bothering you. All right, so now we have this really cool heart with some jaggedy edges. And you can go in if you want more, you know, more in there or more on there. I'm just going to go over it with my brush to finally thin it out a little bit so there's no chunks, but you can keep chunks in there. Chunks are fine. But these little, this is called a paper shaper, but these are so great in so many different ways that if you get one, and I'm just drawing it real quick because not for anything, but I put my hands and my arms and everything. I walk around with so much paint on me. All right. Now, if you have Crayola colored pencils, if you have any colored pencils, any brands, my favorite are, what are my favorite? I can't even, Prismacolor. Lost all train of thought there. My favorite are Prismacolor, but however, you use whatever you have, whatever you can afford. Maybe you have some Sharpies. Maybe you have some paint pens. Maybe you have gel pens. Maybe you have jelly rolls. Jelly rolls? Is that what they're called? Maybe you just have a pen. Maybe you just have pencil. It doesn't matter. I feel like being like The Rock. It doesn't matter what you have. You just want to play. If you have a pencil, it works, okay? It works. I'm going to use a pen just because. And now you can go in and you can use a ruler if you are like me and slightly off because, yeah. And I'm using my little Mod Podge ruler, which is my new favorite obsession. And so I'm going to put this on the edge there so I can, you know, draw on it and just take it and draw down. And you see, I'm turning my book, my art journal, because I think for me it makes it easier, but maybe for you it won't. Do it whatever way you want. Okay, so I would go and do this through the whole thing. If you have, like I said, a paint pen or a jelly roll or a Sakura roll or colored pencil, more like anything you have. If you have paint and you want to use a different color paint or black paint, put it down here, you know, water it down a little bit, take a very thin paintbrush, use a Q-tip if you have that. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter how thick this is, just go and do your thing. Now, I do that. Now, what do I want to do in here? Well, maybe I want to do some doodling or I don't know. So I can start here and just doing like little, you know, and then go from this side. And look how cute that becomes. You know, you want to doodle in here, do it. So you see what I'm saying? You can do just so much. Maybe you want to write delicious words like love, I'm beautiful, I'm creative, I'm funny, I'm fancy, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. But just think how fun that would be. Maybe you have other stencils. Maybe you have some really cool stencils and you want to put those stencils down and stencil. Let me see if I can find a stencil. Wait. I'm all messed up. I know I have a stencil somewhere. Come on, what did I do? Here, I'll just use this one. I'm just going to use this one because it's here. But maybe you have a stencil and you want to use a certain color. Maybe you want to use your pen to do doodles. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? So you can just you can see where the color starts and stops. So I'm just going to go in and trace the circles that I see that are not, you know, maybe you feel like my brain today, I can't even think of doodles or what I want to do. So why not just grab a stencil? Now I'm going to have stencils for everybody to, but see how you do? You just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And let me see. I've been making stencils, so I will be doing giveaways, and they will be for sale. They're not going to be expensive. So let me know if you like something, you know, like this. But you see what I'm saying? And then you just can keep going all the way down and doing it. There's bigger circles. You can just do half, right? Just take it and just like I kind of did there, but trace the circle and then move it. And then like that, you know? So many different ways that you can do this and have a blast and just play. And I just love it. I love it. One of the other things I've been loving is, let me show you. It is called Mod Podge Sheer Purple, and it goes on glass and whatnot. But I like it because, and I might do a giveaway down the road on this. Oh, dang, that come out fast. I'll scrape it back in, so I don't care. But if you take a little bit of this and you go in and you paint it, and this is paper. It's supposed to be used on glass and, you know, plastic. Like I said, way too much came out. Probably should use a bigger brush too. But it makes a very opaque color. See how that does it? So you can still see underneath a little bit of the white comes. So it's not as opaque. It's very transparent. Now this is, I like using this on paper. This is not what they recommend. Like I said, it's for like glass, plastic, you know, clear things so you can make them. But you know me, I like using everything for everything. So they come in different colors as well, but you can do that as well. And, you know, fun. Now I'm going to scrape this back in because it came out really a lot and I don't like that. But yeah, so. But that is what I want to show you guys today. I know, is this ridiculous? You guys tell me how ridiculous I am. But I'm cheap. Can't help it. And if I can get most of it back in, it's a win for me. Here we go. All right, I know. Like I had to make you guys watch me do that. I'll finish that when I'm done, but almost all of it's back in there. So there you go. You can easily play and have a blast, as well as if you have a Jelly Roll white pen, you can go in here and you can trace the outsides of the jagged parts. See how you can do that? Or you can go in here and just do like this. Make it look interesting. Then you can doodle. I mean, oh my God, it's endless. It's endless what you guys can do. So this is a great, like I said, beginner page, beginner art journal page for you guys. So easy, so fantastic. And like I said, most of us have paint sitting around. Tape, I'm sorry, tape sitting around. And if all you have is this or this, it doesn't matter. This is great. You get two of these. And You get 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch. So you get two different sizes in there. I used the 1/4 inch, but it's fantastic. It's just a lot of fun. And to just start out and to sit and just have fun. And you know, I'm all about the summer and the kids being around. You can do this on a piece of, you know, printer paper or whatever, but have a blast. It's so much fun. And if you don't have anything to, you know, partition off, just take paper. Take paper and just set it down as you do the different angles. So much fun. Or better yet, come up with maybe a great way that you want to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I really, really appreciate it. Share me around like I'm your loose friend. Share me. I'm all over social media. You can come follow me, find me anywhere. I do try to follow everybody back. And I'm just very blessed to be able to do this for you guys because I love it. And I love showing beginners different things. When I started this 15 years ago, there was really no beginners out there. There was no internet. There was no anything at all. So I love to be able to show you guys, you know, an easy way to play, an easy way to start. So that's all. So as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. You make my heart smile. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.